at the end of Plato's philosophy, we come to one of his most beautiful idea, Platonic love. According to Plato, there are mainly two kinds of love. One is the physical love and one is the Platonic love. And these two are completely different from each other. So, Plato mainly discusses this love in his dialogue Symposium. In this work, Plato explains that love is not only romantic attraction, it's not just about physical attraction. True love should not move towards just seeing or the appearances, but it should actually be a spiritual connection and intellectual bonding that the partner should share. They should share emotional depth. So for Plato, love is much deeper than just physical desire. So what is physical love? According to Plato, physical love is based on just the body, the attraction towards the physical beauty, the desire which is connected with the senses. It includes sensual attraction, erotic desire, physical intimacy. So the focus is only on the appearance, the beauty of the body, the physical pleasure. So according to Plato, this kind of love is just temporary because physical beauty will change. The body will grow old. The external attraction will not last forever. So according to Plato, Platonic love comes it from the pure, from selfless, from spiritual and intellectual. Okay, it comes from the world of ideas. So love beyond the body. So in this, you do not need to be physical. You do not need to touch physically. You should not be physically possessing somebody. You should not love the body. You should actually love the soul. So the connection becomes more spiritual rather than just physical, and it is an intellectual connection. So Platonic love is based on sharing the ideas, the understanding each other deeply, intellectual bonding. You admire the person's mind, his thoughts, his wisdom, his character, not merely just physical beauty. And it is more emotional depth. This love, it creates deep emotional attachment, mutual understanding, compatibility, respect for each other. It is not based only on desire. It is actually based on care, understanding and soul connection. And it does not focus on the outer beauty. This Platonic love, it actually focuses on the inner beauty, the purity of the soul, the goodness, the virtue, the wisdom. So Plato believes that inner beauty is higher and it is more permanent than the outer beauty, the soul connection. So, according to Plato, true love is a connection between the souls. So, in Platonic love, the soul matters more than the body. The spiritual closeness matters more than the physical closeness. So, this is why Platonic love is often called as spiritual love, ideal love, pure love. Okay, so this Platonic love, it reflects purity, perfection, truth. Therefore, it is considered the highest form of love. So later writers also, such as metaphysical writers, you will see, such as Donne, he is also going to more focus on the spiritual love, often presents love as more intellectual, beyond the physical love, something which is, the highest form of love. Physical love says that I love you because you are beautiful. But Platonic love, on the other hand, will say that I love your soul, your mind, your thoughts, and your inner self. So Platonic love is more pure, it is more spiritual, intellectual, and selfless. It goes beyond the physical attraction, beyond the romantic understanding. It is more spiritual, it is more talking about the inner beauty. So, in this, we have finished the topic, and I would like to tell you also, like, what all things we have learned, we are going to revise. So, first of all, let's talk about iron. In this, we will Plato's philosophy, it gradually moved from inspiration in iron. If we will see that poetry comes through inspiration, not just true knowledge, it comes from inspiration to communicate and knowledge in Phaedrus. He says that speech is superior to writing because speech is living and it is interactive. And in Symposium, we will see that he talks about love, which is beyond, it becomes more spiritual, it is more intellectual, it is beyond this physical desire. So, one line, if I would say that Plato, for him, the highest love is not the love of body, but it is the love of soul. So, I have noted down all the concepts that we have learned in this video for you. In this, first we learned about theory of form, that is the core idea, where we learned about intelligible world, that is the real world, the physical visible world, which is the unreal world. So reality, it is the ideal form that you will see, and the physical world is actually just a mere copy. Next, we talked about theory of mimesis, which is an imitation. Here, art is imitation. This divided into three, that is the idea, which is the perfect form, physical object, that is the copy, and art, that is the painting that you see in front of us, in front of you, is actually the copy of copy. So art, it is twice, or at times it is written as thrice, removed from reality. Next, we talked about allegory of the cave, which is again a very important concept by Plato. Inside the cave, there are chained people, they see shadows, they believe this illusion to be the reality. And outside the cave, whoever the philosopher is will see the light, which is the real truth. The reality is actually the knowledge that he sees. So the symbol of chain, which is ignorance, shadow, which is an illusion, and the sun, that is the real truth. And the philosopher is the liberator who actually tells you about the real truth. Next, we talked about the theory of soul, that is reason, spirit, appetite, which is desire. So balanced is the ideal human. Next, we talked about ideal state, which is also very important. There are rulers, who is the philosopher king. Remember the word Callipolis. Okay. Then soldiers, who is the protectorate, or who gives the protection, and producer is the economy. So only philosophers are the ones who should rule. Okay, this we talked about in ideal state. Next, we talked about the five forms of government. Aristocracy, which is the best one, and the worst one is the tyranny. Next, we talked about Plato's views on poetry, which is in book 10. Plato, he is criticizing poetry. He is asking the poets to be, banished from the state. So poetry should be moral, and it is harmful poets who are supposed to be banned. Then we talked about Ion, his dialogue, where he is talking about that poets, they are inspired by some divine possession. Okay. And it is not knowledge what they share, it is just that they are divinely possessed. Next, we talked about another dialogue, which is Phaedrus, where he is debating about speech versus writing. He's saying that speech is more superior to writing. And lastly, we talked about Platonic love in his work Symposium, where he focused mainly on Platonic love, which is more spiritual, which is more intellectual, and soul. It has got soul connection, which is the highest form of love. So that's it from my end. Thank you for watching this complete video on Plato. And if you enjoyed the video and found it more useful, please give a big thumbs up, and your support truly inspires me to create more such easy and detailed lectures, okay, for you. And do share this video with your friends who thinks that literary criticism is difficult or it is confusing, because together we can make literature more simple and also interesting. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you soon in the next video with another exciting topic. Take care. Till then, keep reading, keep learning, and keep loving literature. See you all. Bye bye.